Hey,
Finally got you on.
I'm here, mate. I'm here. I've arrived.
Then they're dealing with these big time boxers.
How are we, mate? You all good?
Yeah, I'm all good. Yeah, you?
Yeah, man. All good. All good.
Man, have you got much time off?
Nah, no, I haven't actually. I've got literally this is pretty much my last day. Then I'm back to things next week.
Oh, it's literally just a week off.
Yeah, just gave myself a week or so, and I'm just gonna crack back on next week. Got a
Yeah.
few bits to do. Got some sparring and that booked for next week. So
Oh, nice. Right,
off.
random questions. We've got like three different parts. We've got some random questions. Then we've got like a name reaction. We're going to say a boxer's name. You've got to tell me the first word that's comes to your mind. And then a couple of fan questions. Is that all right?
Yeah, yeah, good. Cool.
Right. The first one. You can only wear one outfit for the rest of your life. What are you wearing?
The tracksuit, definitely.
Yeah, it would be a tracksuit.
Easy, 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 easy.
What,
Tracksuit.
what was the last series you watched?
Series. Vikings.
What's that? I don't think I've heard that. Is it Netflix?
It was on Amazon Prime. Well,
Ah,
that's where I was watching it anyway. That was the last one I watched, yeah. It's quite an old one. It's not new or anything, but I just found it and just gave it a go, and I was going through that for a bit.
fair enough. How many notifications did you have on your phone after?
I don't know. I don't know. Upwards of 500 at least.
It must take you so long to like go through all the messages and notifications and stuff.
Oh, mate, and I feel like such a dickhead as well because I'm replying to people about like 4 days later, and they're like, and the message is "Good luck in your fight tomorrow," and I'm replying going, "Thanks." It's about 6 days later, the fight is done, fucking everything's moved on, and I'm only now getting to it. It's just a nightmare, but I try and do my best to get to everyone.
I was gonna say I used to get a response in a day. Now it's like about a week's wait. I'm just like, what is your worst trait or habit?
I have a really bad chewing habit. Like, I I chew like straws when they were plastic, things like that. Like straws, like bottle lids, pen lids, those kind of things. Like I just have a really bad habit of chewing, and I absolutely like mash them up and then just leave them about.
That is random.
Yeah.
In one word, describe the feeling when the ref stopped your last fight. So like when he stepped in and like it was finished.
Uh, just elation, I guess. Just like it feels like because you're so like built up and there's so much like I don't know tension and everything, and then as soon as the ref does this thing, everything just goes woof, and it just leaves you, and you just can like almost switch it all off, and it just everything you just suddenly become really like chilled and relaxed.
You're always chilled and relaxed anyway.
Well, yeah, that's not me. I'll just go back to normal.
Would you rather headline Wembley Stadium or Portman Road?
Wembley, just because there's more people you can squeeze in there.
Yeah, that's a good shout. I don't think I'd go to the Portman Road one either.
Nah, you'll be coming, mate. You'll be coming.
Dubois or Joyce?
I'm on the fence, like everyone else. To be honest, I'm sat there right on the fence. It's a difficult one. There's just so many like little factors that can come into play, and they both have attributes that are like bad for the other person, kind of thing. So yeah, it's a difficult one. I think. Yeah, I don't know really. I really don't know. I'm lost.
Strange because like when it was first announced, like the last time I watched Joyce fight and the last time I watched Dubois fight, I was like, I think Dubois is going to wipe the floor. But then everyone like who knows boxing and is in the boxing industry is like backing Joyce. So I'm like, people that know boxing can't be backing Joyce if like there's nothing there. If you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. It's a funny one. Like I said, they have different skills that kind of can beat the other person. So it's just about on the night who can make the most of it. And it's obviously a big thing at the moment with Joyce not having his main trainer there as well.
Yeah, that was really strange, wasn't it? Like apparently he's been away since October.
He was there maybe about 3-4 weeks ago.
Okay, I think I saw someone said that October 31st he left to go back to Vegas or something.
What are we in? No, November.
November 20th.
Yeah, probably about then. Actually, that's not far off.
It's strange though, like it's his biggest fight of his career, and like he hasn't got his coach with him for the last, even if it's for the last 2 or 3 weeks or whatever. It seems
It
strange.
was a bit of a weird one. I thought he was coming back sooner, to be honest. I thought he was going for like a week or two, and then he was coming back, but apparently not.
A strange one. Right, this is a right random one. Would you rather, right, you got to bring back one, would you bring back dinosaurs or real life gladiator shows?
Gladiator shows.
Would you, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that'd be a good show.
That's a bit sick, to be honest, but I would.
What is your McDonald's order?
I don't really go for McDonald's, to be honest.
Not,
If I do, it's usually 20 nuggets.
just 20 nuggets?
Yeah, 20 nuggets and a drink or something like that. I'll just smash through them. But McDonald's doesn't really do it for me. If I do, to be honest, the only times I do really love McDonald's is their breakfast. Like, I'll get a...
I like the McDonald's breakfast.
You don't?
No.
Oh, mate. I love them. Absolutely love them.
What would you rather, to have a fresh trim all the time, so you don't need to go to the barbers, but it's fresh all the time, or
Yeah.
abs, but you never need to train them?
Fresh trim.
Would you, yeah?
Yeah. Because I'm in the gym all the time anyway, so I don't mind. That's fine.
Right.
Yeah, it fits anyway. I'd rather just get a trim.
Yeah. At what point in your career do you think you'll say that you've achieved what you wanted?
Don't know if I will.
No?
Because it always seems to be another step, doesn't there? Like,
Yeah.
get a belt, okay, get the next belt, okay, get that belt, get how many, then like, okay, I want all the belts. Now you're trying to round them up, and
Yeah. It's like,
I just don't, and then you just always set yourself new goals, and like, cool, you've got all the belts, now what do I want to do? I want to have the biggest fight on pay-per-view history, or something like that.
yeah, yeah.
So, I don't know, I don't think there's ever a point where I go, you know what, I think I've done enough.
Really, yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Bigger sort of thing.
Sorry?
There'll always be like another bigger thing next. Like
Yeah, there always is, isn't there? Like it's the same with anything you do. Like as soon as you've got to that next point, you're like, oh, I can do that a little bit more. I can keep going, blah blah blah. So that's what I think it will be like.
Yeah, I agree. What's your favourite cereal?
I can't remember the last time I had cereal. Probably Cheerios.
Are you not really a breakfast person?
Yeah, but I just don't eat cereal.
What do you have?
Like peanut butter on toast and apples.
Ah, okay, yeah, fair
I've
enough.
got a real thing for like pink lady apples. I smash like 3 or 4 of them in the morning, every morning. Hey?
Sets you up for the day.
Yeah, that's what gets me going.
Do you wish you had started boxing sooner than you did?
Only if I would end up in the same place I am now. If I went on a different path, if it meant I went on a different path, then no. And I'm quite thankful for starting boxing this late, because I know like the fact that I started this late means to me that like I chose to do it on my own. Like, you know, when you're a kid or whatever, and your mum or dad and they want you to get into this sport or that sport, you may like it, but it might not always be you or down to the core. Whereas with boxing and starting late, it's all me. Like, I chose to do this. That's why it never feels like hard work or any type of labour to it, because it's my choice.
Yeah, nice. And the last one, will you be British champion by the end of 2021?
Definitely. Most definitely.
Right. Okay, so part 2, I'm going to rattle off a couple of boxers' names, and I just want you to answer the first word which comes into your head.
Okay, cool.
Okay? Right. Anthony Joshua.
Starboy.
Nathan Gorman.
Contender.
Tom Little.
Friend.
Tyson Fury.
Mentor.
Alexander Povetkin.
Russia. Fucking what?
Creative.
Yeah, that was all I had.
Lucas Browne.
Idiot.
Andy Ruiz.
Fat.
Oh, he's going in.
He is. Came in about 20 stone for a world title fight. You lost your head, mate. Fucking idiot.
Daniel Dubois.
Big.
Eddie Hearn. Are you there?
Sorry, mate. I had an alarm went off.
That's right. Eddie Hearn.
Cool.
And last one, Dylan White.
Violence.
Right, last one. There's just a couple of fans' questions. So,
Cool.
at Ben Adams says, "What made you want to do boxing?"
I enjoy the like one-on-one pushing yourself of it. It's just you versus you kind of thing, and I enjoy that a lot. I like pushing myself. I like testing myself. I like trying to outdo myself. And with boxing especially, that's one of those sports where you can kind of really, really go for that.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I agree. Right, the fight site says the greatest moment in your boxing career so far.
Winning the English heavyweight title.
Yeah, gotta be.
Definitely. So far, there's more to come, but yeah, definitely.
Yeah. At Tom Bagley 10 says you're perfect next 3 opponents. Tough to look far into the future, but
Lucas Browne, someone again along the Lucas Browne line. So Lucas Browne, Eric Molina, Nathan Gorman.
yeah, that'll be some good fights to be fair next year.
Something like that.
Have you got an opponent for January 30th yet?
No, not yet. Nothing's booked in, but we're trying to figure some stuff out.
Okay, Lenny Jordan Boxing says, "Are you the most exciting heavyweight?"
Exciting.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm the most exciting. Possibly not. I think I'm the most different from all the rest.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'm necessarily the most exciting because, like, fair dues, you'd give that to like maybe the boys that are absolutely smashing people's faces off and leaving them unconscious and that and whatever. Like, people love to see that. So maybe them, but I wouldn't say I'm the most exciting, but I am the most different.
Who do you think is the most exciting?
Probably Dill.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
I'd probably say him just because as well, it's not always with him absolutely controlling and smashing the fight. The reason his fights are exciting is because sometimes he does get caught himself, and that's what makes it exciting, I think.
Yeah, he just loves a scrap, doesn't he? But
yeah, like you know what you're going to get with him. You know you're in for a war.
Yeah, and like I say, but he's good enough to not do that, but that's why it makes him entertaining, because he's just like...
Because he loves it and just wants to.
Yeah. And the last question, Stephen John Malloy says, "What is your white-collar boxing record, and how did you transition into the professional ranks?"
My white-collar record was 4 wins, 4 knockouts, 0 losses. And I just got asked one time by someone quite random, to be honest, that I didn't know or I had no connection with. They just, they got hold of my gym, called my gym, said they wanted to speak to me, obviously explained what about. And we went from there with it and just ran there.
Yeah. Had you like done any sparring with like professionals when you were doing white collar and stuff, or like?
No.
No. So it was literally just out of the blue, really.
Yeah, it was all just completely random, just out of nowhere. I just got a random call one like Sunday night or something to say from the guy that runs my gym to say he's had a call from someone who's interested in turning me professional. And they want to speak to me. They want to meet me next week. Blah blah blah. And I was like, what are you on about? Like, I thought they would have me on, to be honest. So I was like, what? Shut up! Like, get off my phone. I've got like it's late Sunday. I've got work tomorrow. Like, you stop messing me around. And they were like, no. Like, I'm serious. Like, this is genuine. And then yeah, we called and spoke to him, and then we sorted it. But them people that I was with for that was like useless.
Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah, they were just like, I'd never had a fight with them. They were the first people I ever signed to, and I never had a fight under them. They just messed it around for like forever. I had like, I don't know, I think I got upwards of like 6 or 7 fights booked and cancelled. Something like that.
Because I'm from Norwich, so I do remember that. Like, I think we had put on a few Norwich shows, and it was like every fight was just getting cancelled.
Yeah. So yeah, we just sat that in the end and obviously moved on.
You said that you had work the next morning. What were you doing?
At that point, I was working as a recruitment consultant.
Oh, okay.
For a company in Ipswich, yeah. When I was doing the white collar stuff, that is.
Nice. Right, that's a wrap for us, mate. Thank you for coming on.
No worries.
Hopefully the next time it's not as hard to get you on, but
You just call me, mate. I'll get it sorted. I'll figure it out.
nah, cheers for coming on there, mate. Nice one. I'll catch you soon.
No worries, man. Cheers. We'll catch you in a bit, mate.
Yeah,
Later.
bye-bye.